Hello and welcome back to my road to completion guide for Dark Souls Remastered. We're now in episode number 14. The first thing that we want to do is take off the Pyromancy Flame plus 10 because we are going to be using sorceries again in this episode. If you guys remember, we were using that in the previous episode to farm for Souvenir of Reprisals. Put on the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. Let's go ahead and attune magic to the following spells, guys. Let's attune for Homing Soulmass, Crystal Soul Spear, Great Soul Arrow, and Heavy Soul Arrow. See me doing that right now. We're gonna need a lot of magic, not necessarily to fight the boss with, although we will be fighting the boss in this episode, mainly because there is a Undead Dragon up here on a bridge we need to kill. So we just need some magic to take care of that. A lot of long range magic. Just scoot past all these enemies. You don't have to kill these enemies anymore. Just keep going straight past all these enemies on the left. No need to even worry about them. If you guys remember my previous Dark Souls RTC, we actually spent a lot of time here in the Painted World of Ariamis leveling up, and I think there was at one point where we even farmed for like, I don't know, it was like 900,000 souls or something. You'll notice that in this run, we never farm in the Painted World of Ariamis anymore. In fact, there's really no farming routes in this unless you're farming for items. There's a few times where we're going to need to farm for maybe 10,000 souls or something like that. But I've tried to take all of the soul farming routes out of this guide as much as possible. So keep it a little bit more streamlined and more efficient for you guys. Just run up to the Undead Dragon to spawn it in and then head back here and hide behind this wall. You'll notice that the Undead Dragon stops where those torches are. And then you can just sit here and shoot it from a distance. Just switch to your Great Soul Arrow, or you can switch to your Heavy Soul Arrow, either one. And just keep hitting it. You'll notice that the poison is missing you, so you're completely invincible right here. As long as you don't move any to the left, you'll be fine. Just continue to hit the Undead Dragon until you kill it. Once it's dead, we are going to move out onto the bridge and pick up some items, but make sure you kill it first. You're going to pick up 5,000 souls, which is pretty good. Then you head out here. You get this soul pack right here, and then you don't need the gold flamey shiny item there, the dragon scale. You don't need that, guys. I just picked it up out of habit. You can skip that. What you do need is the Bloodshield. Okay, so the two things you want to pick up on the bridge is the soul pack and the Bloodshield. And then you notice right there I just set up a safety save. You want to do that because we do have to cut the tail off this boss, and if you mess up, you're going to need a safety save to go back to. Notice here that on my right D-pad slot, I made it to where there was no weapon in my right D-pad slot. It was completely empty. And then I just pushed up on the left thumbstick and R2 at the same time. Up on the left thumbstick and R2. That causes you to do like a jumping attack where you swing with your fist. And that's going to allow the Undead Dragon, or whatever that thing is. It's like, I don't know what this part of the game is. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. I've always questioned it. It's just these feet sitting up on the bridge, and you hit them and then they stand up. You're able to go underneath them. But anyway, the way that you get past that is just up on the left thumbstick, R2. You just have to make sure that you don't have a weapon equipped in your right D-pad slot. Now what you can see me doing right now is switching to the longbow. If you guys remember when we fought the Capra Demon in a previous episode, we used the bow to get our angle correct so we could throw those fire bombs. I'm kind of just showing you guys that if you point the longbow toward the tail, your camera angle will be perfectly lined up on the tail. And then you just simply take the longbow off, put your soul spear back on, and fire one time. And when you hit the tail, it'll knock it off. So you're kind of aiming for the lower portion of the tail with the longbow to get set up, and then you'll be able to take the tail off. Now what you can do, now that you have the Priscilla's dagger, is come back here on these steps, pop a Soulmass, and then start hitting him with hitting her with a bunch of soul spears, right? You just want to keep spamming it because Priscilla is going to move towards you and try to chase you up those stairs. You can see the footsteps in the snow if you watch real closely. What I like to do is just get to the bottom of the stairs and stand until Priscilla hits me, like you saw in this clip, and then I run up the stairs because at that point I know Priscilla is going to be moving up the stairs and she's directly in front of me. And then I just pop a Soulmass and just keep spamming soul spears until Priscilla dies. She has very little health. Well, she's got a lot of health, but you're doing so much damage that you're going to be able to kill her in 3 to 4 shots, okay? And like I said, if that messes up for you, just go back to your safety save. The main thing is that you want to get the tail cut off so you can pick up the her dagger, Priscilla's dagger. We need that for the run. And then you just want to make sure that you kill her. Now the great thing about this is if you cut the tail off and then she ends up killing you, you've got the tail in your inventory. But if you go back and do the safety save, you're gonna have to cut the tail off again. Okay, you have kind of an option you have to make there. I would suggest that you guys just cut the tail off again. For some of you advanced players, you'll know that you can just go back and fight her again. Let's say you cut the tail off and then she kills you. You can just go back and fight her, but you're gonna have to make sure that you pick up your bloodstain because you do need the souls. That makes sense. So for you beginner players, I would highly encourage you to just go ahead and go back to your safety save, cut the tail off again, and then kill Priscilla. But again, some of you advanced players, you know the workaround for that. So I'll leave that up to you guys. But again, I think the safety save is probably your best choice. You just got to make sure you got the dagger, and then you have to make sure that you have killed Priscilla. Now you can see that we're just rotating the switch. We're trying to get back down to the lower part of this. There's gonna be some enemies. They're gonna be chasing you from the Painted World room. Okay, just make sure that you kill them. Just have your Soulmass out. Again, your Soulmass is so strong. And boom, we're back down here at the Darkmoon tomb. You guys remember this? We warped into here in the previous episode to get to the Painted World. Now we're back here. Everything's come back full circle. Got your trophy. Defeat Crossbreed Priscilla at this point. We're gonna gain rest right here, and we're gonna level up. We got a ton of souls. We're gonna level up our vitality to 35. We're gonna push our faith to 13. All right, and then once you're done with that, guys, go ahead and equip the Darkmoon Seance Ring. And that way the statue that's in front of you will go away. And that's gonna give you access to the boss fight in the next episode. And then put back on the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, set up a safety save, and that's gonna end this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. See you in the next one. Be good. So I wanted to take a second and tell you guys about my dream. My dream is to wake up every single day and create guides just like the one you just watched here on YouTube full time. Now there's several ways that I can monetize my work in order to make that dream come true. Number one, I could do Google ads. Number two, I could do sponsorships. Number three, I could do endorsements. The only problem with those three options is that I think they're going to degrade the quality of what I'm trying to produce here on Square One Games. Not only that, but I don't want to try to pitch my subscribers something that I don't necessarily believe in, and that's why I've decided to just go the Patreon route. If you want to see more guides like this on YouTube, you also want to have that person that you can go to where you're gonna get an answer to your comments. Okay, I've responded to probably 90+% of every comment ever left on my channel, and I've been on YouTube for 6 years. You can go to any one of my videos, look in the comments, and I'm in there. Think of it like customer service. You know, that's exactly what I like to do for my community. So if you guys want to help get more guides like this up on YouTube, I just need more time to do it. That's it. So hopefully you guys will support me in that if you like this kind of content. Thank you.